Hey guys, Adam here, the Roof Strategist. Welcome to my office. So today's video is an extra special shout out to Nick. So Nick just purchased the Roofing Sales Accelerator Marketing Pack, and on that delivery is a question that says, reply to the email and tell me your #1 struggle with getting more sales. Now, this is the start of a brand new video series where I'm gonna be responding to you, my audience, answering the exact questions that you have. So I'm gonna read this email to you from Nick. So Nick says, first off, thank you so much for all the content and training you provide on YouTube free of charge. I've only been going through your training for a few days now, and I've already seen a dramatic difference after applying just a few of the principles and techniques you're teaching. I've been in the commercial roofing sales for 4 years. By the way, bravo. That's a great niche to be in, but just started the season doing residential, so I'm figuring out what my greatest obstacles are in this side of the business. One thing that really sticks out in this particular storm and area I'm working is I have a local roofer or a friend who's a roofer objection. What are your thoughts on this? So Nick, great question. And I should have actually addressed this one earlier. So if we actually break it down, there's 2 reasons that people use the objection, I have a local roofer or a friend who's a roofer. What they ultimately want, if we get inside the mind of that homeowner, is usually, I want to save money, right? They think if I have a friend, I can pocket some cash. Or they say, I have a local roofer, I want to go local. That really tells you that they're uncomfortable choosing someone else. So our job is to overcome those objections and to put that customer at ease. So I want to address this in 2 forms. First, let's talk about taking a strong position as a storm restoration contractor versus a roofer. Now, I use this technique to close a ton of business because I saw this objection a lot. Well, I want to use this local roofer. This roofing company's been around for 20 years. And I tell them, there's 2 different parts of this project as we facilitate the insurance claims process. Number 1 is properly assessing the damage so you get compensated properly from the insurance company. And then the second phase of the project is actually doing the installation. Now what happens if I choose just a roofer or a local roofer, they may be excellent at roofing. However, they may overlook certain parts of the claim that are really shortchanging you, the homeowner. Now I'll give you an example. My job as a insurance restoration contractor, I specialize in assessing the damage. So I'll look up on your roof and I'll say, okay, and I'm gonna take measurements, and I'm gonna document everything, and I'm gonna plug it into our software, which is called Xactimate. It's the same software that the insurance company uses. And this third-party software updates monthly by zip code, so you never have to worry about pricing. The insurance company determines that based on literally the number of square feet. So, okay, X number of square feet of shingles, X number linear feet of gutters, and this and that. We assess properly, we plug it in, we hand that to the insurance company, and we make sure there's an agreement. Now, sometimes to get this part of the roof replaced, we're gonna have to access this part. And I always use this as a true story, by the way. I worked on a claim, it was a State Farm claim, and the insurance company paid for all of the gutter. So there was a gutter cap that kept the leaves from falling in, and all that was replaced. That was it. But it was tucked up, it was an old product that was tucked up underneath the shingles. We called for a reinspection. State Farm manager comes out. He says, hey, we already agreed to pay for the gutter guard, but unfortunately, the shingles were so brittle that if you attempted to lift them up to pull that gutter guard out, the shingle was brittle and it would crack. The next layer would crack, and it was like an onion. The homeowner walked away with a brand new roof because they made what I call the working commitment to acknowledge the storm damage. So my job for you, Mrs. Homeowner, is to make sure that I properly assess the damage to keep your costs as minimal out of pocket as humanly possible. Then we'll do the work, stand behind that work, with our warranty, and you can explain your warranty details. So again, that's the difference between a roofer who may be really good at roofing and an insurance restoration contractor who has our level of expertise. So use that knowledge to position yourself as an expert in storm restoration contracting and assessing damage to help the homeowner versus just installing the roof. Okay, so that's the first part. Second part is the obvious. So I have a friend who's a roofer. That's their way of saying, hey, I want to hand my friend the job, maybe he'll give me a kickback. And that's where we need to educate the homeowner on how depreciation and actual cash value works, that the insurance company is going to pay a portion of those funds up front, but the only way they're going to get the difference to make up, let's say, the $20,000 roof, they might get $12,000 up front, is by showing evidence that all of the work was complete and submit that invoice. Now, if they submit invoice for only $18,000, the insurance company is only going to release $18,000 less the homeowner's deductible. So by law, there's really no way for them to skirt out of this process by pocketing some cash. So Nick, I hope that answers your question. To anyone else who's watching this channel, whether or not you're in a position or ready to buy the Roofing Sales Accelerator Marketing Pack, that's okay. This channel is still here for you. I want you to click like, subscribe, drop those comments below. Let's start a dialogue. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And for anyone who is ready to take action and who's serious about making a minor investment to really help them drive sales, go ahead and click the link. It'll be in this video description, and you can purchase the Roofing Sales Accelerator Marketing Pack. It'll come right to you in a download instantly. You'll click a button, it'll download right to your computer. You can plug in your information and click print. And remember, you're gonna get an email from me that says purchase confirmation, and I'm gonna be asking you a question there to reply with your #1 struggle with getting more sales. And stay tuned. As long as I can keep up on them, my promise to you is to keep making these videos to answer your questions. So thanks for joining me today, and we'll see you on the next one.